Good morning. Just getting a little rain out here in Texas. Great day. Off today. I was looking at my Twitter and they were talking about this Kaepernick and how he's the Nike is using him as a brand now, putting him out like he's some kind of brave hero. And I was thinking like about privilege and how these people are privileged and entitled, but the reality is we all are, all of us. And even the people who will rant and rave against someone like that, against Kaepernick, and believe me, I'm no fan, but I was thinking, what's the best way to deal with these kind of situations? And what I believe is that we have to disconnect from that energy, because what they're doing is they're harvesting the energy on both sides. And when I say they, I'm talking about the evil control system, the people that are pulling the strings. I mean, you're telling me that Nike wasn't involved, that they weren't waiting, they weren't biding their time to grab onto him. They've probably been sending him a check for the last, however long he's been taking a knee at the football games. And so my point is that we're all privileged. We're all privileged. And the best thing we can do to defeat those people is not feed the energy. Whether we might think we're fighting against it, but if we're feeding negative energy into it, anger, rage, hate, we're just feeding into the same thing, because we're actually, it's two sides of the same coin. So I'm just saying disconnect from it. And it's, in terms of boycotting things and all that, absolutely. Don't put your money where, don't put your money into things that are bad. But the reality is, every time we fill up our car with gas, every time we go to the grocery store, we're supporting the beast system. But it's just a necessity. We just have to, unless you can grow all your own food and do all the tremendous work it takes to become self-sufficient, which just darn near impossible in modern life. But anyway, I say disconnect, and what that means is going to self, go to that higher place, that centered place, whatever you want to call it, God's source, center, whatever you want to call it, and go to that place and just disconnect yourself from that negative energy from both sides. And this is what I think the Trump thing has brought out, is brought out both sides of the coin. And it's a good thing, because it's making people realize that, hey, just because I feel like I'm on the side of the righteous, that doesn't necessarily, I'm still feeling these negative emotions. I'm still feeling anger, hate, rage. Why is that? If I'm on the side of righteousness, wouldn't I be feeling peace and joy and love? So that's something that for people to ask themselves. If you feel like if your cause is righteous, it should make you feel more centered and more energized, and more not energized by hate and anger and all those things, but the negative things, but energized just by a sense of peace, sense of centeredness, a sense of just, completeness, fullness. That should be the guide. Anyway, hope you have a good day.